Hello, 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 hello. Hello.
Hi.
Um, oh, interesting. Hello and welcome to this final boss fight live play, let's play, live stream. What are we doing? What's happening? Who am I? Who are you people?
'Tis a Minecraft, John.
Oh, okay. Hello and welcome to this Minecraft. My name is John and Brian is in the chat and
Hi, Brian.
Sean isn't in the chat. Sean is here in the room.
The other end of a screen, but I'm here. We'll take it.
So, what have we been doing, Sean?
Bees, unsurprisingly.
Yes.
Lots of bee things.
I'm just juggling bee things right now.
As we speak.
Literally as we speak. So basically, between sessions, I hopped on the server yesterday and sort of settled in and set up the bee sources.
And came up with a bunch of puns by the sound of it.
I mean, they're ripe for the picking, like the flowers.
Yep.
So basically, at the end of the last session, you had set it up so that bees went into various chests or crates. And sort of set me up this nice little basement with a nice little access room that I've mostly managed to not cover the doors of. I may have made a little bit of a mess of some of the walls.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not hugely worried about what it looks like in the back. That's kind of why it's there.
This is the one place that I have messed up your door, in that it lets out behind the centrifuges.
It's fine.
Um,
It's a minor thing. We'll close that door and pretend it's not there.
So basically, I moved it so that we've now got this. I did actually cover this door entirely for a while, and then remembered the doors were actually here. We've got this wall of drones.
Drone wall.
And so basically, any time one of the hives upstairs kicks out a drone, it should find its way into one of these drawers. Unless, as apparently has happened with our tropical drones, there's some form of a genetic mutation. In which case things don't quite go as planned, but that's hopefully rare.
Hopefully.
So drones go into here, and we keep 4 stacks of drones, which should be nice for all of our mutationing, all of our blending requirements. Next to it, we've got a wall of honeycomb storage that at the moment I could replace with 1 chest, but I think this looks nicer.
Yeah, I think it looks nicer. It's nice to see all of the colours we've got coming through.
Yeah, they're all nicely arted, which is good. It's quite a weird collection.
Yeah.
I could have possibly put more effort into color coding areas, but
It's going to change as we go, though, isn't it? So
that would have also required forethought for every single comb that we may ever produce, which
would be fair few.
We've then got a wall of centrifuges. So at the moment, what happens is a honeycomb lands in one of these drawers, and it finds the closest available centrifuge. Thank you.
That was one of those bees that I realised, but I can't see how it's different from that one.
Um,
Am I going mad?
I don't know. They're not stacking with each other, so can I have the Beealizer?
Yeah, I think it's got some honey drops left in it.
Let me have a quick look. Jungle, tropical.
The one thing I will do, just to make life easier, is I'm going to put a chest up here
so
that we
this
can just dump stuff in to send it downstairs. To sort.
So the difference is the two that we had in there that didn't stack with anything else were poisoning people.
Okay, so now they've gone away.
And so now that line of bees does not exist anymore.
Cool.
So as I was saying, anytime that one of the combs goes into here, it instantly gets pulled out and finds the closest non-currently working centrifuge.
Mm-hmm.
Which at the moment, there's quite a few options. I might shrink that down a little bit.
Yeah.
Just because I kind of needed a wall of centrifuges to get through the massive backlog of combs that we did have. And then put them into final storage. But now we're good, so might reduce this down to, say, 4, maybe 6. Nice even 6.
Yeah, 6 stacks pretty well, doesn't it?
Lots of sugar coming in.
Yeah, I took it out of one of our other
right.
things that's running.
And then over here we've just got a storage chest that is sort of our place of last route. And so basically anything that either doesn't have a place in the wall or doesn't instantly go into one of these two locations goes into here. If it's one of the resources that we get into the final storage area, it will land in here and then instantly get pulled out.
Right.
Because we can get the pollen clusters and the sugar can come from like directly from bees.
Yeah. Valiant. Is it Valiant?
I think Valiant is one. Industrious might do something like that as well. I think
Valiant is currently outside making a bunch, so
I think a lot of the bee types can produce the pollen clusters. Because I believe they're required for tree breeding, I want to say. So one of the things that I did just before the stream started is I put a voiding upgrade on a couple of these drawers. I've actually got more back in the computer network for the rest of them. And basically that is going to help us to not have huge backlog of bee resources that we don't need a huge backlog of.
Okay, yeah.
If that makes sense. So basically we'll make sort of 4 stacks of certain things, and then any more that we make will just go away and not bother us.
Cool.
And if we do find we need more of it, we can upgrade the drawers to be able to hold more of it. The other thing that I might do is we've got the things like the silky propolis, the watery propolis, and just the propolis.
Yeah.
And these are used for a number of things. You can use them in place of slime for certain slimy blocks.
Okay.
you can also centrifuge them to make, like the propolis can be centrifuged to make sticky resin.
Okay.
Which can be used to make rubber.
Fair.
The watery propolis can be squeezed into water. And then I think the silky propolis, that can be centrifuged to make silk wisp.
Okay.
And then the silk wisp can be turned into cobwebs. But also used for sieve upgrades. Or can be turned into woven silk. And then the woven silk can be turned into apiarist outfits.
Oh, okay. Yes. So that means we take less damage from bites?
I believe that negates the damage.
Okay.
So it might be worth sort of squeezing some of the propolis to make propolis byproducts.
Yeah. There's a creeper out here coming around the corner. Run.
Running. So today, Sian, we need resources.
We do, yes.
Because, for one thing, one of the more pressing ones that I've noticed is that I left the reactor on overnight.
Yeah.
Little bit of a didn't mean to, but I forgot to turn it off.
Yeah.
We're down to 6 uranium.
How many did we have?
400.
Oh. Yeah, not great.
The other thing that I noticed that we were quite low on, we've got a little bit more of it now, but we're down to less than a stack of iron. And we're down to 20 tin, so...
Okay, so tin, iron...
So basically, we need to get...
jetpack anywhere that I can take with me?
I don't know.
Okay, never mind.
We'll look into that. Probably in the system.
I'll go for a run, so I can find.
Well, before you go for a run, I wanted you to assist me in deciding on a venture.
On a venture? Okay.
Yes, there's a hardened jetpack here.
Oh, sweet. Because that would make the whole cave exploring thing less of a challenge.
Deal with stairs. I will hand you.
Thanks.
So, we've got a choice to make. We've got options. We need to set up an automated quarry. It is pretty much the long and the short of it. Now, in terms of the quarry itself, there are 2 options. I kind of want to go with... There's a third and a fourth option. The fourth option is the quantum quarry, which, as we've experimented with in the past, crashes my game if I try to make one of the parts of it.
Yeah.
So probably that's a no-go. One of the others is the environmental tech stuff that we played with in the last mod pack server, which I think was fun, but we should look at something else this time.
Yeah.
So that leaves us sort of 2 options. One is the quarry from Buildcraft, which we've played with a little bit to get some resources. Now we can set that up on a bigger scale by using landmarks to make a large area that Buildcraft quarry will quarry.
So that's the strip mining Buildcraft one?
Yeah.
that just creates big voids.
Literally
Okay.
makes a big hole to the ground.
Yeah.
The other option is, I believe, we could make... what's it called? I thought it was called the... We can make a builder. We could make a builder from RF tools.
Right.
And then possibly make a quarrying card.
Okay.
And then set that up, and that works in a similar way. There's two options for that one. We can either make that a quarrying card, in which case it will scan whatever area we set it up to quarry, and it will replace all of the ore blocks with cobblestone and give us the ore.
Okay.
Or we can set it up as a clearing quarry, in which case it will dig up all the resources and put them in a chest. And it basically works pretty much the same way, except it doesn't have the giant frame. It just makes a big hole down to the bottom of wherever we tell it to make a big hole. So that's option A. We need to make one of those two.
Okay.
Option B is where to set it up.
Okay.
Now, there's three places we can set up either of those options. One is out there. Just find a place and whack it down and let it run. And that's okay. But it then
ugly.
Tears a massive hole in our world, which isn't very nice.
Or creates dead zones.
Option 2 is there's the mining world, which is a big flat world designed for mining in.
We had one before, didn't we? But we didn't really do a lot in it.
Pretty much.
So that might be a good shout.
Option 3 is the Deep Dark.
Right.
The Deep Dark is an alternate dimension where there's a lot of resources, because they pretty much, as far as I remember, turn up all of the ore generation to a lot.
Right.
However, the mobs that spawn there are tougher.
Okay.
And there is something there called the Vashta-Narada.
Okay.
Or possibly called the Darkness, Please Don't Sue Us, Doctor Who, for stealing your monster name.
Yeah.
The shadows in the Deep Dark hurt.
Oh, okay. So if you're not in the torchlight?
It hurts.
Okay, interesting.
So, what I'm suggesting is, do we want to go and have a look at both of these alternate dimensions and see what we think?
I mean, we know what the mining world is.
It's a big flat world.
So what about we mine in the mining world for a little bit until we've got a few more resources together to get us really well set up to then actually survive in the Deep Dark.
Okay.
Because at the moment, from point of view of making armour, having the power to keep our armour going and all of that sort of stuff, we're a little bit under-equipped, aren't we? Do you think?
Possibly a little bit.
And there's no reason once we're trying to move over that we can't pull the mining stuff out of the mining world. Because it is just a frame and stuff, isn't it? Or not if you're doing it the other way, which would make more sense to me. But we could take that setup into the Deep Dark once we're at a place slightly more equipped to handle it.
That makes a certain amount of sense. Where do you want to put a portal?
What size is the portal, and can stuff climb through it?
The portal itself is a 1x2 with a surround of blocks. And no. To answer your questions in order.
I feel like somewhere over in the mining bit over here would make sense. Do you?
Yeah. Where's my hot dog?
Because this is where our mining is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Although it isn't properly hooked up at present, is it?
So maybe just like here?
What, in that middle bit?
Well, in front of there.
Yeah, that's where the track is going to come out officially for the rail line, but it doesn't really work. So yeah, let's just go over there. Because trains keep despawning, so there isn't much point. Cool.
Ta-da! I think I had this bit prepped, this gemstone portal opener prepped. So, to use the portal, you walk into the portal, then you sneak. And then you wait for the lag to die down a bit.
Mm-hmm. Am I coming with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hop on through. Ow. Maybe... Ow. 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 Bring a sword. Apparently this is a cave spider tree.
Should probably dig under that and get rid of...
Ow. Ow. Well, while I distract this cave spider, could you dig under the tree?
Nah.
Okay, I got rid of the spawner. Ow. Ow.
Wow, those are feisty little buggers.
Yeah, I didn't think things could spawn in this world. But I guess if you've got a spawner,
there's a way around the system.
There's a way around the secret system.
I'm just going to make a little bit of a... little bit of a light well.
Sensible plan. I like it. Portal home. Don't forget to set a waypoint.
It's also sensible.
And then I'm just going to start digging down.
We came out, before we do that, we came out facing this way. So you may want to do it in the direction that you come out facing. I assume that's how it works.
Well, I mean, I found a vein of appetite.
Hey!
You know what would have been insensible to pack for this trip? Torches.
Some torches. Would it also be sensible to make a set of stairs that you can actually, navigate?
I mean, it...
Would you like my torches?
I mean, are you going to be using them?
Well, I mean, I was going to go back to the surface world and dig, but... Because aren't we putting in a surface mine? Is that not what we're doing? I thought that was the point of being here.
Yeah, I was just going to dig her down and get a bit of resources.
Because we've already got one in the world, haven't we? So we can just bring it in and...
Ooh, ravine.
Set it going, can't we?
Yeah.
Which would be, I assume the quicker way of doing it.
I need to get rid of some of this stuff anyway. Alright, I will go find our quarry that we do have.
Mm-hmm.
And also dump some of this stuff.
I'm trying to save your ears from me rustling about with a packet of dried coconut.
I did wonder whether it was eating or sneezing that was getting muted. Oh yeah, that's the wrong...
Thankfully not the sneezing. Hmm. Now, where was that door? There.
There was that door?
Hmm. That's exactly where I left it.
Hmm. Good door. Right.
Did you say something about needing yellowite?
Yes, yellowite processes into uranium.
Ah, okay. Good job I didn't pull this stuff out earlier then.
Right, where did I leave the quarry?
North.
Hopefully I can find it, as apparently I didn't waypoint it.
It was just into the cherry blossom, wasn't it?
At one point.
I thought we just moved it further up. I wasn't aware it had moved. I thought that was just the oil.
I think I moved the quarry once, at least.
Okay.
I mean, obviously the difference between the quarry and the oil is that the quarry could just, like, move laterally a little bit.
Hmm.
Whereas the oil had to just move to wherever oil was.
Yeah. That's why I wondered whether we just sort of nudged it over. Ah, there was more iron in here. I thought there was.
Oh, lava pit.
Black quartz, I assume we don't need.
Not especially, no.
So I've got 9 iron, 5 yellowite, and 3 uranium so far.
Going well.
Turns turns out, as weird as my memory is, it really sticks to some things.
Well, are we coming up on it here? That looks like it could be the quarry on the map. Thank you for that egg, chicken.
Just what you always wanted.
Found it.
Cool.
Just need to be careful to not fall in the hole to the endless expanse of bedrock.
Yeah, I'm not sure your knees would necessarily appreciate it.
Interesting. Okay, I think I got everything from here. Really need to come up with the teleporters, or... No, pretty much just the teleporter.
Yeah. Teleporter or something equivalent to a teleporter. Which I assume is just a teleporter.
I'm pretty much, as far as I know, there's... The matter receiver and transmitter is the only one like that.
Okay.
I think... Is it the... Yeah, there's a Staff of Travelling from Ender.io.
Oh, right.
That basically does the same thing as the enchantment on my Ender. Which is the, like, short distance Bamf.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And then I believe that... I can't remember what it's called. Travel anchors.
Okay.
That you can set up that sort of allow you to more targetedly bamf to a place.
Yeah.
But sort of not from a massive distance away.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think sort of once you get past that, there's really only the dislocator from Draconic Evolution.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That runs on Ender Pearls. And
okay. Do we have a fair number of Ender Pearls?
We have 261 at the moment, so not overwhelming
not
resources, but not we're not hurting for them either.
Yeah, but maybe not quite enough to be relying on it for travel.
Yeah.
Because I assume it uses a fair number.
I thought I made more than that.
I don't know whether we need lead as well, but I'm bringing some back.
I mean, if it's there, it probably doesn't hurt. So, basically, one of the nice things that Buildcraft sets up are landmarks.
Okay.
And landmarks are nice and simple to make. You make a redstone torch, and you whack a bit of lapis on top.
Oh, sweet. That is really very simple.
And they are used to set out landmarks. So you can use them with Buildcraft's Builder to tell it, this is the area I want to build in. Or you can use it with the quarry to say, this is the area I want to quarry.
Yeah.
And
I'm demolishing this bit. Go.
With the quarry, you only need 3 of them, because you need to set out sort of the surface level shenanigans.
Oh yeah, so you've just got the 3 points as opposed to needing...
When you're doing
Y
yeah,
coordinates, essentially.
when you're doing a builder, you need 4 of them because you need to mark an up.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Bugger.
I'm gonna get so lost in here.
Where did it go? Can't remember where I was going with that.
So yeah, you only need the 3 of those torches to start the quarry.
Yeah.
Which is... I was expecting it to be more difficult than that. A little bit more complicated than that recipe. Don't know, I felt like, given that it's to do with mining, that maybe diamonds would be involved.
There's a lot of diamonds involved in the building of a quarry.
Yeah, but so I kind of had thought that the whole thing would require diamonds. Rather than just in the building of the quarry, I assumed the torches might as well. It just seemed like the kind of logic that Minecraft follows. This is going to get you loads of stuff, so it's going to cost you loads of stuff that's difficult to find. Which is pretty standard Minecraft now.
Little bit.
Well, on the plus side, I'm currently like tripping over tin. This is good. I've lost the knack for judging between tin and lead.
Right.
I recognise silver. Silver's always that one that, like, when you've not seen diamond in forever, you look at it and you think, oh my god, it's diamond, and then it turns into be silver, and it's like a kick in the face. But yeah.
Okay.
There we go. Good, creeper. Okay, I'm good. Okay, so yellowite and uranium is going well.
Good.
I've got 10 uranium and 26 yellowite. this is a good start. Given that I've not been mining for long. Peridot?
No.
What's it even used for?
Not 100% sure.
Kind of at this point, it feels like maybe it should just be shoved into crowns.
Oh, this'll do.
That'll do.
I was trying to, One of the problems with a landmark is that it needs to be set up in a straight line from the other landmarks.
Yeah.
I've been having a little bit of trouble walking in a straight line far enough away that the resulting quarry will be of an interesting size, and also not so far as to not be able to activate the landmarks.
Yeah.
Then I just gave up and dug a trench.
I mean, yeah, that also works. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do.
So basically, when you have the landmarks set up in the ground, you right-click them and they show this shiny red line of where they're gonna...
I'm pointing over here!
landmark.
Yeah.
And then if we set the quarry down next to one of the landmarks...
It goes, oh hey, there's a line here?
The landmarks disappear.
Okay.
Or sort of pop off their spot, so you just have to go around and fetch them. And the yellow ticker tape of where the quarry will quarry takes over.
Okay.
So you get rather than a single chunk space, you can mark out several chunk spaces to quarry at the same time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Makes sense.
You then can just set up your basic power. No, wait. Your basic power pipes and your simple engines. And your...
It is a wonder I ever successfully made it through these caves. Do we need charged quartz?
Not at the moment.
Okay, I'll leave it in the ground then.
That is a ME thing.
Okay.
So it might be a thing at some point.
Yeah. It may become of use, but not at present.
So the first thing the quarry will do is go round and remove anything from the quarry space that isn't quarry. So it starts off by taking care of, such as in this case, the vegetation.
Ah, yes.
Now, unfortunately, it doesn't nicely let you keep that. It just voids it. So if there was some vegetation there, tree or plant that you wanted, make sure you clear it out before you put the quarry down.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't, you're going to lose it.
You go and regret it.
I'm going to see, can I get better power?
More power!
More power will mean that this thing runs faster. Also, while I'm coming back to the overworld, it will give it a chance to find out if the quarry chunk loads itself, which I think it does.
Gold. Yes or no?
Yes.
I thought the cats were covering that.
Cats are doing a decent job, but I mean, we're at 14 gold at the moment.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, ain't gonna say no. One of those, and then I want a flux point. Point. While I'm here, I'm going to get a trash can. And ender conduits. That should work.
What about iridium?
Not going to say no to iridium, because I think it might come in handy later.
Okay.
And it's quite rare, so if you find some...
Your probs ain't finding it again.
Yeah. I believe, if I remember, it's one of those resources that... yeah, is...
I imagine, given its rarity, it's quite obscure.
Yeah. Dang it.
Ooh. Where have I just stumbled into? Where the...
Is there
Have we strip mined here? Oh, I'm under the monk! Sweet. That saves me a trip back. It's like, I feel like we've dug here. I feel like this looks like we've strip mined. Indeed, we have.
What does the power adapter do? And I mean, I feel that that's probably a fairly...
It might adapt some power.
I feel that's probably a fairly obvious answer. But I want to know if it adapts the power that I want it to before I build it.
Electrotine. Electrotine? Time?
I'm not 100% sure what that's used for.
I'm gonna take them out and bring them up. Because I don't remember seeing a lot of it.
Power adapter is a block added by Buildcraft. It is used to connect kinesis pipes to other pipes. No, that's not what I want. Okay, stop for a minute.
It's really weird in my brain right now. I've got essentially 3 streams going because I'm part of this one and I've got Sea of Thieves in one ear and Chris in the other.
It's just hardcore.
Yeah. So I can just hear the spells a lot. I'm just going Agaton. I have no idea what's going on because it's just in the background.
I mean, I get the feeling they're trying to turn.
Yeah, but But why? I'm none the wiser. I highly recommend doing it at some point, though, because sometimes, like, if you've got a stream that's playing music, every so often, suddenly things line up. So there'll be a really dramatic piece of music, and then in another stream it fits perfectly well with whatever drama's going on. And it's so satisfying when it does. It gets a little bit brain melty, so I do recommend, you know, having had a good night's sleep beforehand, and ideally, unless you're me, in which case my brain's always on the go. And doing about 12 things at once, so. Glow shroom. I don't think I've ever found so much peridot. Just tripping over the stuff. Zinc.
Believe that is just used for what do you call it?
Ujima, what's it?
Thingy. The yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
Railcraft.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is a railcraft ore. So that would make sense. Ooh, how did I miss that piece of yellowite? Terrible.
Floodgate.
A bloodgate or floodgate?
Floodgate.
I was gonna say, why are you making gates out of blood?
I need to remember that's a thing that exists. In case we ever need that to be a thing that exists. But other than that, I'm not seeing...
You're not seeing what you wanted to be seeing. Arf.
I need to try and look up a way to transfer Buildcraft, or the power that we have into Buildcraft power.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm sure there's a way to do it. What that way is, I'm not sure. Can we use... Do one of you do it?
Pickaxe kit for forestry. Randomly found it in a chest.
No idea.
Some coarse dirt. Oh, just what I've always wanted. Wooden gear, some beetroot and pumpkin seeds. Well, I've been here before. Many moons ago.
Okay.
Don't know why a witch's hat, but there's a witch's hat here.
Cool.
Would you care for one?
I think we've got a few.
Oh, there's an absolute ton of red mushrooms going on down here. They've been having a whale of a time spawning away.
Dang it.
So, What number am I aiming for?
For which resource?
Really, any of the ones that I'm collecting. Is there a kind of we could definitely do with X amount? Or is it just as much as I can?
No, I think pretty
find?
much just as much as physically possible.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, I'm in the tree bit again. Hello, random tree bit. What weird, freaky biome are you? Forest. Apparently.
And you are going to whitelist for me dirt.
Dirt.
I'm using the advanced item filter to filter dirt into a trash can.
I mean, that sounds smart.
And then the other thing I want to do is take cobblestone and granite and diorite and andesite and tell the filter to do the same thing.
Nickel is a thermal foundation thing.
Yeah, I mean, if we get some nickel, could use some nickel. Just gonna go and turn the light on, apparently. I forgot to do that before we streamed, because it's staying light late. Be right back.
Yeah. Tends to have that kind of effect. Gotta love summertime.
And I'm back.
Hello.
Hello.
Have got to love summertime.
Yes. Where did I get these potatoes from?
That's like the emotional support dog.
Yeah, true.
That was what I instantly thought of when you said that. It's like there was a dog. How did the dog get potatoes? My brain works in mysterious ways.
Right, so...
At least there was some link to that thought process. Like it wasn't wildly out of the blue, but still odd.
Connect, build craft, pipes to RF power.
No, don't want to pick up all that crap again. Just holding a bunch of really random stuff like a bit of zombie flesh. I don't need it. Just clogs up my storage. Liquid redstone.
No, we can make that from non-liquid redstone.
I didn't touch the lava. Don't lie to me. Okay, I've stopped with the whole being on fire thing. We're okay.
Cool. That is very good to hear.
Not a huge fan of the whole on fire thing, so I'm quite pleased too.
I prefer it when you're not.
Oh, that's what I was going to check. I didn't find out what we do with the electro electro thingy.
Electrotine.
Yeah, I've got it in my backpack, and I wanted to do uses. There's a silicon compound that comes from it, an iron compound, a battery. It's Project Red expansion. You can make a block. So what's the iron get used for?
Okay, so I'm looking at this and I'm just thinking I need just more engines.
Low load power lines, inductive furnace, electrotine generator, a teleposer. No idea what that is.
Yeah.
Frame linear act charging bench, battery box, and auto crafting bench. So you can make like solar panels and stuff with it.
Okay.
So I'll bring back a little bit more. It breaks like redstone does.
Yeah, I think I've
Kind of
seen
like
it.
tops. I'm sure I've picked a little bit up of it before, and I'm sure I've asked the same question, what it's used for and do we need it? But hey, just a little bit more, why not? Do we need more lapis, or are we okay for lapis?
One moment. With lapis, we have 552 at the moment.
Yes, we're pretty good. Pretty solid. Where the Smurf am I?
A fine question to be asking.
I'm really close to the Bumbling Monk. Like I can see it on my my map. But there's like big swathes of cave that I've not been in yet.
Weird.
It just, yeah, it seems really odd. And then I suddenly step back into bits that I've definitely been in because there's torches everywhere. Like, clearly, I didn't do a very good job.
Oh, so another thing I did set up yesterday.
Yeah.
Is I set up a on the fluid XP tank that we have over at the Bumbling Monk. I set up a storage unit, external storage unit, so that we've got access to it from the system. And I've set up a transposer at the factory that is full of liquid experience, because you can pump certain items full of liquid XP to make certain dusts.
Oh, okay.
So you can take sulfur. If you take 2 sulfur and transpose it with liquid experience, in sort of any of the flavors of liquid experience, you get blaze powder.
Oh, okay.
You can do the same with snowballs.
I've just found a Zombo spawner.
Interesting.
Wasn't really what I was hoping to find, but...
And so, basically, I need... What I want to do is I want to set it up so that we've got a crafter on this. Possibly on this side? Yeah. I'm going to try and set this up now. I need a crafter. So I want to basically have it set up so that I can auto-craft the dusts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so first order of business, let's set up auto-crafting crafters.
We don't need anything from this spawner, do we? Like the broken pieces or whatever it gives you.
No, we shouldn't. If we do, we can probably go out and find them quite easily.
Okay. I won't worry about trying to kill these zombies then. I'll just dig around the back of where they are and pull the chest out of the wall.
That'll also work.
Where are we looking? Oh, there. It's got a Lexica Botania in it.
Nice.
Do we need that?
We possibly will at some point.
Okay. Bunch of gunpowder. Probably don't need because we've killed enough creepers by this point. Copper, a tin. Oh, they're so silly. They're trying to find me, but they're going the wrong way. Just staring at them through a hole in the wall. Dark boots. Micro anvil, empowered, and inventory 1.
Interesting.
We'll bring it back. Why not? We've got melons, haven't we?
Yes, I believe we do.
Cool. It's just 5 zombies in here all trying to push up against the edge to get to me. But they can't. What about a green shimmering mushroom? We probably don't need that, do we?
No, I don't believe we do.
I'm gonna need some more torches soon. I can make torches down here, right?
Yeah, cobblestone turns into sticks.
Well then. I know what I need to do real quick.
Turn cobblestone into sticks?
Well, they're saying that. I do still have... What is different about these? Don't know. I've got some cobblestone now, so...
Might need that. Might need... Can I get an importer?
Lapis, zinc. I think this was the way that it came in, which is cool because I do want to go back that way.
I made a real mess of this corner.
Yeah.
It's trying to fit everything into a relatively small space.
Yeah.
And I mean, sometimes that works out quite well, and sometimes not so much.
It's one of those things that either's like, oh, yeah, that will fit, sweet. Or it's, crap. This hasn't gone anywhere where I wanted it. This just all looks wrong, doesn't fit. There kind of is no in between.
So you can be export.
Iron. Give me all of the iron.
I mean, on the one hand, this setup works.
Mm-hmm.
On the other, it's an ugly mess of machines. Just all in separate different directions, doing different things.
Do we need to go through at some point and do a bit of a...
refactor?
Yeah, a bit of a clean-up.
Maybe. Now, where's the compactor? Oh, there's the compactor.
Tin.
But what's nice now is I should be able to ask for blaze rods.
Cool.
And it will automatically craft me some blaze rods.
It should be able to give them to you without completely freaking itself out. I assume.
Hopefully.
Keep finding resonating ore.
That is a mod that I really both want to play with and don't because it's
What just
worrying.
What just poofed then? Something poofed.
Why are you saying you don't?
Ooh, I found a moonstone.
Yeah.
We want it, I assume?
I believe so. Why are you saying you don't accept?
Oh, I found a different type of peridot. That's weird. There's 2 types?
Probably.
One sec, just close my window. Realised it was hitting about time for moths.
Yeah.
Very specific and mostly irritating time of day. And there's too much fabric in this room. I don't think I'd ever get the fabric-eating moths back out if they
get in.
if they got a leg hold in here. Ow! You butt face. Stop shooting me, you big jerk. I mean, that was the first mob I found in a fair while, so I probably should be okay with the fact that Blop.
Missed.
Missed?
Broke me ankles.
No, not your ankles. You need those. At least I assume you need them.
I'm rather fond of them. Okay, so now I should be able to say blaze rods.
Oh, I found another moonstone. I'm sure they're pretty rare, right? They're not something that you just find every day.
There shouldn't be.
Ow! Ouch. Just dropped gravel on my head, if you were wondering.
I was wondering. I thought Charlie might have bit your finger.
I mean, I can call that piece of gravel Charlie. Bad Charlie. Landed on my face. It's just rude.
Why are you not doing the thing you're meant to do?
That is indeed a good question. That I have no answer to. Yeah. Hmm. again, I'm in more cave that I've not been in before. But I'm still, like, seemingly really close to the monk.
That doesn't make sense. Oh, is that the problem?
Ow. Another moonstone. Maybe these things aren't rare?
Maybe.
I'm so foozed. I'm absolutely sure they were, like, irritatingly rare. And that I'm meant to be excited about finding them. But, like, I mean, clearly not. How do you use the crafting grid on the floor, John?
You press C to put it down.
Yeah.
And then when you've got the item that you want in your hand, you hover over.
And you can place stuff in the floor. And then how do you collect what you've made?
You place C over it again, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I don't happen to have the resources in my inventory at the moment to be able to test that.
It's a really slow way of doing it, but it totally works. So I now have 64 yellowite plus 13 and 64 plus 30 iron.
Cool.
38 tin. 13 gold, a couple of nickel, 16 uranium.
Sounds good.
So I've got a good set going.
Yeah. What do I want? I want kits. I want one of you. And I want one of you. I want two of you. Damn it, if I could aim that right, or when I aim that right, that doesn't hurt.
What are you aiming right?
Jumping off the top floor.
Oh, okay.
And sort of catching the
right way and the wrong way to land.
Yeah, like if you catch the ladder on the way down, you manage to do it right, and if you miss the ladder and just sort of drop down on the edge, you do it wrong and break your ankles.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's working now. I think the problem was I'd accidentally taught it the system. I taught the system the recipe of you need to put the fluid and the sulfur in.
Oh, okay.
And so it was going, well, I can't
But
put
I
the... Can't put the fluid in.
That's not where that goes. I wish there was like a are you kind of comment, or do you mean?
I mean, the problem is that is literally the recipe is what I was trying to teach it. Like, if you put those resources in that machine,
Yeah.
it would give you that thing. So it's not like the recipe is wrong, it's just that sometimes you don't need to put... Like, the way that we had that set up, the way that I had that set up,
Yeah.
it didn't need the fluid to be put in because the fluid's always going to be there.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Bloody hell, what were the... Just found my way. I picked a direction. It was like, the mine shaft's back over here, I'm sure of it. I've literally managed to get straight back into where I wanted, into the mine shafts.
Nice.
Hence, bloody hell. I've been... Oh! Even better. I'm like 97% sure that this is the way out.
Huzzah.
It's not quite the way out I was after.
But it's a way out.
Yeah, but I'm in that long mine shaft we punched through in the Bumbling Monk, I think. Oh no, look, you can see my name on the map, probably.
I can, I'm not in the right dimension.
Yeah, this was the... Oh, yeah. Love it.
Okay, I think this is going faster now.
I feel like I'm home. This is great.
So yeah, the downside to this quarry is it works from top to bottom.
Right.
So we've got to clear out all the stuff on top first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And there's a lot of... I'm actually, in this dimension, there's not a whole heck of a lot before you get to resources, because I can already see some... is this coal? Or is this... Yeah, coal... Coal and copper and aluminium sort of second level down, so...
Yeah.
It does mean that we've got to kind of wait until we get the really good resources to sort of get the quarry down to the bottom levels. But it'll be a case of just kind of wait.
Yeah. We'll be heading that direction, which is the important thing. So the question is, where was the last bit of way out from here? I want to say it was up here, but I might be wrong. Oh, it wasn't that way. Was it this way? Yeah, I think it's this way.
Right. While that's going, I'm going to try and get the computer set up. Which first step of which is teach our crafting system how to craft computer components.
Yeah. Sounds like a sensible. Ankles. There was a way out from here. I know there was. I remember.
Wait.
What? Wait.
Oh, I've looked up. I looked up how to get this. How to get the thing working with the different mod. 1 minute. Extreme.
Now I've closed the window. It's so warm in here. It's horrible. I mean, that wasn't what I was hoping to happen, but okay. I found my way back into the mineshaft again.
Okay. I mean,
and
that's...
I'm back at the witch's house. Literally could not do that if I tried. I have successfully stumbled it. Some kind of magic, that's what it is.
Brian asks if there are any gingerbread people over at the witch's house.
Not that I've seen, but, you know, I'm pretty hungry, so it's probably for the best that there aren't, you know, for their sake. Would hate to split up a family. So, you hold on to your underpants slightly better, please, and not jump. Cheers. Yeah, I had a bit of a freak out.
Yeah?
Just a tad. And then I ran into a cobweb. It's just... yeah, it's just all go. I mean, that was one way to mark where the yellow rope was. Put a torch on it. A uranium! Tin. Tin, 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 tin. What iron? I didn't do a very good job clearing this mine out, did I? Jeez. Gonna have to have words with myself.
I'm gonna go and see the cat cafe real quick.
Ah, yes, the adorable cat. Barfing their way around the place.
Wow.
Ooh. Ooh. We don't need quartz dust, do we? I assume.
No, I don't believe we do.
I got a steel ingot. Not a bad find. Micro direct.
You not?
Gonna have to lie down after the stream.
Yeah. Not feeling well?
My neck is no longer my friend.
Oh.
It's not feeling the Hunchback of Notre Dame vibes that I've been giving it all day.
Really should set this system up a bit better.
Yeah.
Sort of do the same thing I've done with the bees, so that we've got drawers of stuff over here.
Mm-hmm.
And also voiding set up. Might do that real quickly now, actually, because I've got... I've not got the resources to make a computer at the moment.
What resources are we needing?
Gold.
How much gold?
2 bars.
That's how many...
1 ore block.
We seriously not got 1 ore block.
Not a gold. Not at the moment. I mean, not. The thing is, at the moment, I'm not even sure if the computer is going to do the thing we want it to do. Because I've looked it up in one mod pack. I like one mod, and apparently that mod isn't on our server. I thought it was.
Oh, right.
Um.
I'm on my way.
So I might just sort of leave that to be an experiment for not on stream.
That is fair. Where do I put the ores? Do they just go in the computer?
Just go in the computer. They'll deal with themselves.
So I've brought back 13 gold.
Nice.
So we'll get that processing first. Does the computer know what to do with the yellowite?
Yeah. Yeah, it should do.
Stack and 31 of yellowite, 19 uranium, 3 nickel, 43 iron, a random silver, 2 lead, 47 tin, 6 copper ingots,
Nice.
16 copper ore, 1 iridium. A steel ingot, a tin ingot, another 64 iron. What else have I got in there?
Can I build a basement to the cat cafe?
Yeah.
While I quickly build a basement... Sorry, I should have built this before I came over. Could you look at building a... chest crate keeper?
Storage crate keeper?
That's the one.
Oh, that requires black wood. Interesting. Just the one?
Yeah.
Yep, got it. Hello.
Thank you.
Oh, kitties! There's Orion. And Lucifer. And Garfield. And Sai. Figaro. Shingon. Am. Sylvester. And Tao. Yay! Oh, the kitty cats.
They all still here?
Yeah.
I mean, with our current run of luck of animals and other useful things staying in our world, that's pretty good going.
Hmm. It shouldn't be impressive, but it is. Now we have 19 gold bars. That sounds better.
That does sound better. I'm inside a bridge.
We've got 44 refined uranium.
Nice. Blag.
Oh, we've got 5 moonstones. Ooh, we could make ethereal glass. And ineffable glass. I could never remember which one of those does what.
Ethereal glass you can walk through. An ineffable glass you can walk through?
Is it one does and one doesn't let mobs through or something?
I think so. I think ineffable glass doesn't let mobs out.
Okay.
What else did I think I needed for this?
Oh no, we've got 164. No, 70 refined uranium. It's now ploughing into the uranium that I brought back.
And comparators.
Okay, we've got 223 nickel ingots. The creep up.
Cool.
We haven't got as much redstone as I thought we'd have. You only got 179.
I thought we did have more than that. Insert.
I'm going to take off the jetpack before I get used to wearing it and start throwing myself downstairs.
Good plan. I mean, I have just sort of... Oh, bugger. No, I forgot something.
What's that?
Draw keys.
Ah. That's how you lock them?
Yeah. Sure, I had hot dogs on me. Ah, it's morning. Yay.
It is. Thought you might like some daylight. Don't know why. I imagine you're in a basement or in the factory, neither of which require a lot. It's pleasant.
Right,
Honestly, I'm really annoyed with myself that I hadn't figured out you could do this with ladders before. It would have made building tree houses years and years ago
a lot easier.
so much easier. Because I could have put them up the middle of the tree. That's what I was gonna do.
What's that?
I was gonna put the flowers in their rightful places next to their relevant hives.
One nice thing about this, setting up this under the cat cafe rather than the one that I did at the bees, is that at least with the cat's resources, it's very simple to tell where one stops and the next one starts.
Yeah.
Like with the honeycombs, as much as there are a lot of them that are different, there are quite a few of them that look very similar.
Look very similar, and a lot of the honeycombs produce the same thing.
So I got string, the next one is feathers. Boop, boop. Feathers, and then ink sacs. Name tags. And raw fish.
Flowers.
And then after raw fish is raw salmon. And then clownfish. Then pufferfish.
Did you just say pufferfish?
Yes.
Okay. I forget that there's pufferfish in Minecraft.
Lily pads. Just the constant meowing over here.
Yeah. That's so cute.
Where's Midrell?
There we go. The building has flowers on it now. Yeah. It's a proper bee building, John.
Yeah.
It has flowers and everything.
Can we make speed upgrades at the moment?
Speed upgrades for?
Extra utilities. And also, if I do, will the machine still run? These are two excellent questions. We don't have a resonator. I can make a resonator. Excellent.
John, come see the building. With its new flowery exterior.
Over here. Oh, shiny.
And it even has a cactus on the corner. Because cacti can sit there amazingly. I'm kind of wondering about whether to put it on each side, because I think it looks funky. It's not needed, but I quite like it.
Okay, why the hell are you just popping off?
Tis a question.
Just gonna put these here.
Yeah, screw it, we're having cactuses on the corners. There we go. Once they've grown a bit, that'll be great.
And at least it's not like the Sky Factory where they just grow infinitely tall.
Yeah. Although, on this building, I could stop it from doing that quite easily. Because I've set it where that boarding is around the side. If I put it on the corner, it would block the top. If that makes sense.
Fair.
So what else have we got down in the previous basement that needs to move across? We could do with moving this, couldn't we, really? So we've got all the blending.
Yeah, I've not moved any of the blending stuff in yet.
Into the basement. I'm wondering whether we don't do it on the basement floor, whether we actually put it into the main room.
Possible.
So when you come in, if we can do it in a clean enough way, we could run it around somehow. given that we now don't need to get to these bees because they're set up, there's only one in the corner that isn't. But the panel is ready to go, so it just takes putting a bee in there and the upgrades in there. So
Oh, do they just go in stacks of 4?
that was what I was doing. So the machine, when you come in the door to your right, underneath the spiteful bees, there's a small storage crate. I've put a lever on it to start it and stop it from taking items.
Okay.
Just so that you can dump a load of stuff in there, check that you're happy, and then tell it to go, rather than send your stuff down and it potentially fill up a crate slot or hop into the bit downstairs without you wanting it to.
Okay.
Because that drives me mad.
Yeah, this is quite fast with an accelerator on it.
Yeah, that's cool. Are you in the mining?
Cat cafe.
Oh, okay, cool.
I mean, again, it's sort of one of those things that this doesn't need to be as fast as I've just set it up to be, and I will be taking the upgrades out of it when it's done clearing this backlog. But because it's had this backlog, it's nice to have the upgrades just clear through it quite quickly.
Yeah, it takes so long to power through otherwise sometimes.
There. So...
I do like the fact that you can see down into the basement.
What, at the factory?
No, in the bees.
Oh, yes.
Actually, I do think we should have the machines down there because we've got 2 walls free. Oh, I've just realised another thing with the ladder. If you stand in it sideways and look at the side wall, you can sidestep out at whichever floor you want, and because the floors are glass, you can see which floor you want through the wall and through the floor. This is so handy. I'm going to have to build places like this in future. I'm going to make it my thing.
Hello.
Hey.
So that's done.
Yeah.
That's well, more or less done. I do need to go get another void upgrade. I kind of want
to... the cats are spewing places and it's not being picked up.
Should be.
Well, they're all on the floor in there.
I will double check that that's a thing that's not reaching then. Bear with me while I
Because we designed the building so that it would, didn't we?
Yeah, it should reach everywhere. It just might be that I put it off in one odd corner.
Or did we have a power upgrade or something in it so it went further? Or I can't remember.
No, I think I possibly just put it in one corner that's not quite reaching everywhere. Anything, like, there isn't a power upgrade for that machine.
Oh, okay. I can't even remember where we put it in the first place. John, no!
Well, I wasn't expecting that.
What the hell happened there?
I tried to teleport down into the basement, and instead it dropped me through that floor into a ravine underneath the cat cafe.
Oh.
But rather than doing what it normally does and put you on a safe block, it didn't do that, and it floated me off the edge of the ravine so that...
Yeah, not ideal.
So that instead of being stood somewhere safe, where I wouldn't die, I fell. And died.
And now you tried to swim in lava. According to this,
there's a skeleton down here that's insistent on pushing me into the one pool of lava that's down here, and he's going to kill me again. Yeah, no, he didn't. Just an unarmed skeleton wandering around, just thumping me into the lava.
Sounds pretty standard Minecraft, to be perfectly honest. I can't say I'm of much help. I'm currently just bouncing around in the forest.
Okay. Can you have a quick check? Is everything being picked up now?
Hang on. Well, yep. No.
What direction do I need to move?
It's to the southeast.
The southeast isn't being picked up?
No, southeast isn't being picked up, so towards my name. It's only like a block, I think.
There?
As long as it's getting most of them, I guess it doesn't matter too much. Oh, hey.
Hello.
Just pinging around the place.
Do you have any food on yourself?
I have the barbecue platter.
Could I possibly
Not just any food, John.
could I possibly borrow the barbecue platter?
I happen to have the best food.
Is that worth the trade-off?
What's that?
If I put a speed upgrade in the mechanical user, it goes a little bit faster.
Right.
Which is why it's called a speed upgrade. Makes sense. But
it does.
It then uses 1 grid power.
Oh, okay.
Whereas if you don't have a speed upgrade in it, it doesn't have a power usage. Now, at the moment, we've not really used grid power for anything.
Yeah.
So the only grid power that we're generating is the free grid power that I set up today. That is a set of solar panels.
Yeah.
That don't run at night.
Yeah.
So if it's even got 1 grid power requirement, it don't work at night. But then it will be quicker during the day.
Yeah.
But I think it's possibly better for it to be slightly slower, but work at night.
This thing needs to go 1 more to the south. If there's room for it to do so.
Are you sure south?
Yeah. I believe so, unless it's the fact that it can't get it off the table. Does it have a height that it can do?
No, it shouldn't.
Oh no, it did just get it. Oh, okay, no, it should be right. Unless that was you just moving it that made it.
I just moved it 1 block to the south.
Yeah. That got it. So we should be good. Hopefully. We'll leave the cats for a bit, leave them to mess up the place, and then we'll come back.
I mean, the other thing that I need to do is run wireless networking out here so that we've got access to those drawers.
Yeah. I mean, this whole station needs it, doesn't it?
Yeah. We never ran a wireless network out here, so I can put the wireless network point out there and sort of run it through to here. Do you want to have a quick look at the quarry?
Yeah. Ooh. I appeared facing the other direction that time. That was weird. Okay, so that's Stirling engines are powering it. Okay.
Yeah.
Small storage.
So what I need to do is I need to get charcoal out here, but that can be 1 ender chest that I started the crafting for earlier.
Yeah.
And then all I need to do...
We've already got a charcoal ender chest, haven't we?
Yeah, but we need one for out here.
Yeah, but we've got the colour, I mean.
Yeah, we've got the colour.
I like how it just chopped the trees off. Like, yoink, off you go.
Boop. So
Shall I take them out so that they aren't here?
Yeah. Yeah, that can be a thing. So now that I've told it that it can put stuff into that ender chest, we're now getting the resources that I haven't told it to void.
Yeah.
Heading
So
back
you've
into
got
our
a
system.
bunch that are voiding, like the dirt and cobble.
Dirt, cobblestone, andesite,
Granite?
granite, diorite, and now I've just told it to add gravel to that list because we don't need it. So we
Does
should
it
now
also pick out flint?
yeah, if flint is a random pickup from gravel.
Yeah. So, but it pulls the gravel out as opposed to breaking it and flint appearing. This machine.
It'll do either.
Oh, okay. So do we void flint?
I don't know. I think the thing is with a lot of those resources, we are voiding excess of them on the other side.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Um,
And I mean, it's not like the Ender chest draws power to do what it do.
So I mean, really, what the
Oh, it's so satisfying. It's got like a drill bit. It like goes and jams it into the rock.
Yeah, it's a really well put together mod. Like, Buildcraft is one of the oldest mods going.
Because I remember a framework like this, but I think it just had like a laser.
Yeah, that was an older version of Buildcraft.
Yeah, I don't remember the drill bit going up and down. I remember the rest. Like, I remember these frames. And the tape I'd vaguely remembered as well. I couldn't remember how it got there.
Yeah.
But I was aware that there was the frame and the tape. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, no, Buildcraft is one of the oldest mods that's still in active development.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm trying, like, this doesn't work, so we can get rid of that. The only problem it was an energy cell. I was trying to get it to connect the power, because Buildcraft requires a specific power to power its machines. We're not generating it anyway other than these Stirling generators, these Stirling engines. So I was just trying to see what, if anything, we could do to turn the power supply that we've got already into Buildcraft power.
Yeah.
Because that would be nice.
It would indeed.
But it turns out that nothing that I can see at the moment does that. So I might have to do more research between sessions and see if that is a thing that can be happening.
Yeah. Oh, did you not check the chest down here?
No, I didn't actually.
I just pulled a steadfast drone out.
Sweet.
What are palace crystals?
Palace crystals are from what's the mod called?
Actually, additions they've got written underneath them.
Yeah, they're from Actually Additions. They are a atomic reconstructed version of lapis.
Okay, that makes sense.
Hey, Chris.
Oh, hey.
Chris says road crew oh wait.
No. You hosted, not raided anyway, didn't you? I believe. I don't think there's really all that much difference.
I think we're pretty much at the wrappy-uppy pointy anyway.
I think we are, yeah. I think we've got this up and running, so it's going to be a case of just letting the server do what it do.
I feel deeply hurt, Chris. He says he hosted someone else, but also we're finishing now, so...
Yeah. So server's going to chug along. You've got some researchy bits to do. I'm probably going to do some things.
Fair.
in my usual way.
Sean's going to do things. I'm going to...
Might do some completely irrelevant drawing. I don't know.
I mean, that's really up to you. Just throw stuff in this chest, because it goes into the system anyway.
Give it a whole bunch of random stuff to deal with.
So, yes. Isn't she drawing? I mean, she might be drawing. Probably not at the moment. Sean's playing Minecraft right now. I can see her. She's there.
Hello. I'm here, I think. Yeah, I'm here.
We're not going to be here much longer because we're going to finish up now. So I'm going to say switch on over to the credits screen and do the end command. And say, we've got a lot of other streams coming up. So if you are here, thank you so much for being here. If you haven't done so already, please do hit that follow button. It's a great way for you guys to know when we go live, and it's a completely free way that you can support the channel. In the meantime, tomorrow night, Sean and I will be back for Tall Tale Tuesdays. Stars of a Thief, as we continue to try and follow the stars to find the Shroudbreaker gems.
This time with checkpoints.
This time with checkpoints, and hopefully if we bitch about it some more, they'll update it even more for us, which will be really nice.
Yeah, hopefully.
On Wednesday night, Feral Knights episode 7 is happening, and the Feral crew continues their quest to fight the feral beasts. On Friday, you better believe there'll be a game.
Yeah.
What it is, I don't know.
Mystery Fridays.
But
that rhymes, right?
Sure. Might do more City of Heroes, but I'm kind of feeling at the moment that needs to have me getting some more people involved. So stay tuned for that, possibly. Or something else, who knows. On Thursday night, before Friday night, but on Thursday night, Angel Games player is playing Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. So stay tuned for that. And then on Sunday this week, we are starting the new D&D game. Welcome to Waterdeep, as I am starting the Waterdeep Dragon Heist campaign with a series of new faces, as well as some old favourites.
I thought you were going to say with a series of unfortunate characters.
I mean, there's a...
My brain's a mystery.
There's definitely a couple of interesting peeps involved, both character-wise and player-wise. We got some interesting people for you to meet and hopefully enjoy their characters and see how they grow in this interesting new D&D game. And Chris says that he needs to redraw TAC at some point.
Oh, then I'm going to have to update the overlays.
For now, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you again tomorrow night. Bye.